single thing that anybody says over here seriously. The only reason they're over here is because they got bullied in middle school, so please don't let them hurt your feelings or anything. Guys, I want you to put your hands together for your special guest this evening, Chien.
So what's up, powers? How are you guys today? Good? Are you guys ready to make some noise? Yeah! Are you guys ready to get some hearing damage tonight? Yeah! So basically, I think comedians and musicians, they are basically the same, but like, we are less talent and they're more or less self-loathing. And musicians, they look very cool being poor, and we just being poor, guys. Keep smiling, stay awesome, and let me tell you, life is a fucking joke, okay?
All right, in a few minutes, I think we have a 32-bit operator playing over there, and then as soon as they're done, come back over here because we have a local favorite comedian by the name of Leigh taking the stage.
Happy January 6th. How are we celebrating? Woo! Okay, you music. That's what everybody wants. And I like doing comedy in Northwest Ohio because we have a great group of people. You're going to see a lot of them today. And, you know, you hear horror stories about women forced to do, like, demeaning sexual acts in order to get ahead in any industry. But in Northwest Ohio, we really don't have that. And it's mainly because nobody wants my sexual acts. Like, my hands are really callous, so the hand jobs hurt. My boyfriend doesn't like it when I tell that joke. And my husband doesn't like it when I talk about my boyfriend. Planet Fitness is the perfect way to show people that you consistently have $10. Or $20 if you're splurging in the massage chair. Yes, I love going to the gym. I, within the past couple of years, lost about 30 pounds. You can clap, it's inspiring. Thank you. Thank you. I did it for attention. It's working. But I mostly did it so I could get on top easier. Anyway, no, because it was like a safety concern. You know, before I had to like scoop up my belly and then I'd like clamber on over. And then like getting down, I was just worried about falling. It was terrible. But now I can fully mount and dismount a bunk bed safely. Joke's on you, I never got on top. I think I did in 2023, I got married, as Mark mentioned. Thank you, you can clap, it's inspiring. I also did that for attention. It's like a running theme. But it was really hard. When we first got engaged, we had been together for so long that like switching over to saying fiance, you would think that that would be difficult. No, it was like, as soon as the ring hit my finger, I was like, excuse me. Can we get a box? My fiance's having diarrhea in your restroom, and we must leave this Chili's immediately. So it was just a very easy transition. Now that we're married, it's a little more difficult. It's like, excuse me, can we get a box? My husband is having diarrhea in your restroom, and we must leave this Olive Garden immediately.
This next song is called Call Me Icarus. It's off our EP called My Broken Demo Tape. Everybody I know is holding out their hands, grasping at straws, breaking rubber bands, holding on to wax and feathery plans, so close to the sun, so hungry man. Call me Icarus, call me what you will. I aim a little high, shoot to kill, but I always miss the mark. Then I'm falling from the sky, crash landing in the park, and I'm left to wonder why. I should take some Dramamine, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Don't get motion sick, but we gotta sleep well tonight. If we fail to stay the course, put my ego aside. Open now, buckle in, my friend, I'm taking flight. Call me Icarus, call me what you will. I aim a little high, shoot to kill, but I always miss the mark. Then I'm falling from the sky, crash landing in the bar, and I'm left to wonder why. Call me Icarus, call me what you will. I aim a little high, and shoot to kill, missed the mark, then I'm falling from the sky, crash landing in the park, and I'm left to wonder why I even tried. And I'm left to wonder why I even tried. And I'm left to wonder why I even tried. And I'm left to wonder why I ever fly.
Do you guys know where Portugal is? You know? Fucking prove it. Where's it at? A lot of you were right. No, I was out there for 6 months. It was awesome. I did stand up almost every night. It usually went better than this. It did! Dude, they love me in Portugal. I'm the Portuguese god of war out there. I was hanging out after a show in Portugal, after a show in Lisbon, and I was talking to a fellow Portuguese comedian, and I'm like, hey, do I have white privilege in Portugal? Like, can I pass as a Portuguese? And he takes a look at me, and he's like reaching for a phrase, and he goes, you look like something else. It's a very polite way of saying Jewish. Mazel tov. No, I am Jewish. I am also autistic. Get you a man who can do both. I am Jewish. I was very concerned about the Kanye West stuff. Kanye was on the internet talking about how Hitler is sweet. He's not. You might think he's kind of cool. I don't know. Guys, as a group, can we disavow Adolf Hitler? Yeah. I don't buy it. I don't fucking buy it. I think you think he's cool. No, I personally, I feel that cigarettes are kind of like Nazis. They're bad for you, but you gotta admit, they do look cool. And they both tried to kill my grandparents. Debbie, you sit down. Go back to Israel. No. None of us want to do that right now, actually.
Get over there, go listen to some Manor Gates, then come back here in about half an hour for some Crate Bruns. Love you guys.
Show me where the feeling
tonight?
Okay, what's up, Howards? How are we tonight? Well, happy January 6th, everybody. We're finally here. I'm letting you know now, I'm not going to let an insurrection happen to you people, okay? What were they, in the January 6th when they were at the Capitol, they were stealing gavels and stuff. What are they going to steal here? Delay pedals? Well, Christmas is over, folks. I know I'm still not over this kind of shit, I love Christmas, The one thing I'm happy about with Christmas being over is that I won't have to see tweets from Neil deGrasse fucking Tyson every single day debunking Santa Claus. He's over there on his Twitter tweeting stuff like, if Santa had to go to every single house in the world, he uses magic! He uses magic on his sleigh! It's so fucking easy to understand this shit. That's what I think of that astrophysicist, whatever the fuck that means. Every single girl has dumped me. And it's all because I give them the ick. Right, folks? We know about the ick. It's when you do something that the girl doesn't like, it disgusts them a little bit so they no longer want to be associated with you. So this has happened so many times that I had to write it down so I can sort of track this shit. I want to say them to you guys. I gave a girl an ick because I was visibly nervous on a merry-go-round bench. We don't know what could happen. The whole thing could fall apart. I scared her niece with my puppet show. Whatever. I do a dark and evil puppet show is what she said to me. I gave her cat cigarettes. It's a badass picture. Cat smoking a ciggy. I drew her as Busty in my comic book. Like a few cup sizes more. I called Happy by Pharrell a haunting melody. I don't know, I was feeling spooky, I don't know, it kind of got to me. I lost my voice at a Wiggles concert. I came back from the concert, I went alone. And I came back and last night was so awesome. She didn't like that, she left me the next morning. She found fan art that I drew of myself living in Roku City. It was cool. I just wanted to imagine what another world could look like for me. I call out her dog's name during sex. I don't know, I got my wires crossed. I thought I was petting a dog and then, I don't know. Also, one time she walked in on her dog giving me a hickey. It didn't help my case. Because, I did secretly train her dog to give me hickeys. And that takes months, folks. It was a labor of love, right? That's what happened. Those are all my icks and stuff that's happened to me. So I guess I'm going to bid you guys adieu. Thank you for coming over and listening to me. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the night at Howard's Club. Thank you.
One more time for Craig Bruns, everybody.
Fall apart to the cadence of your mouth.
Yes, yes. 1, 2, 1, 2.
South Forest. I felt so alone, cause I can't watch movies. My body won't relax between blacking out every Friday night, waking up to your text. I got the letter you wrote, you left it on my door. Call me out of real weird time, and I'm not sure anymore. This is what I want. I spent every weekend in your dorm room, wishing I was dead under the ground. It's built like a fortress, a factory for you and me, that manufactures all our feelings, the little poems and apologies. I wanna lay in bed all day, find your hair inside my sheets, subtle reminders to I miss you bad. Why I can never sleep, all I can remember is the taste on my lips, a mixture of your coffee breath and the remnants of my sleep, the fucking lack thereof accumulates throughout the week. A congregation in my head keeps shouting, why'd you ever leave? Why'd you ever leave?
Sensual Jon Ruggiero.
Applause! How many people recently saw alpacas having sex? Oh, cool! There's another one. I thought it was just gonna be me. I brought up alpacas fucking because I recently went to the Toledo Zoo. Anyone know about the zoo? Yeah. Fucking zoo is great. Aviary is a fancy word for bird place. And the aviary, normally in the zoo, it's got birds behind glass in cages or whatever, but the Toledo Zoo Aviary, for whatever reason, has 2 climate-controlled rooms where there are birds from other countries flying over your head, past your face, through your legs, all over the place. And if you're a member and can grab one, you can eat it. It's awesome. It's by far the best part and well worth the money. Another great part of the Toledo Zoo is the aquarium, which is a fancy word for fish place. And aquariums, just like, you know, other places, they got octopi and a bunch of fish or whatever. But also, oddly like the aviary, there's a weird interactive part of the aquarium where there's a pool that you get to put your hand in and just touch fish. And one of the fish that they have there that you can put your hand on is a stingray. There's a stingray you can put your hand on. A stingray, the thing that killed Steve Irwin. You can just put your hand on. At a zoo. He's like the patron saint of zoos. That's like going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and getting to pet the gun that shot Lennon. That's ridiculous. Oh fuck, he's right behind me, isn't he? Shit. Oh my god. Oh fuck, dude. Oh shit, I'm sorry. My other favorite place is the petting zoo, which is a fancy word for touching charging place. All right, now you get it. All right, so I go there to put my quarter in the machine to get the pellets out so that I can feed the goats and pet them, because it's awesome and goats are cool. And so I was there petting the goats, and then all of a sudden from behind me, I hear, and I turn around to see two alpacas having sex. Exactly as you'd imagine. Just like two loafs of brown fur rubbing up against each other. You know, the female just in front, like this. With a face like she was sitting at home and got a question on Jeopardy wrong, just. Now, I'm very single, like I said. Not really in a relationship, not looking to be in a relationship. Which is why it was so surprising when a couple of months ago, I looked down at my phone to see a picture of a bare woman's breasts. I thought the exact same things. I looked at the picture for a couple of seconds, and then eventually a lot more seconds, but a couple of seconds at first, wondering what the hell was going on. And then I got a message directly under the picture that said, "Thanks for the jokes." I'm not gonna brag much, but I was at a bar show where people weren't paying attention to me. You have no idea what that's like. I was at a bar show where people weren't paying attention to me, and I thought that I did poorly. So I'm at the bar after the show, drowning my sorrows, trying to forget the night, and this woman came up to me and said, "Hey, great set. Can I get your name? I want to send you something on Facebook." So I didn't think anything of it. I just, wrote my name down, sent it off my way, and I didn't think anything was going to come of it. Until I came from it. Because I am tonight, shout out to the crew here at Swordfest. Did you know that when a man ejaculates, he releases semen from his body at 27 miles an hour, which is why it's illegal to do in a school zone. My name is Jon Ruggiero, and you are sound checking the rest of Swordfest.
Jesus, I just bought a house that sucks. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna die in it. That's the price of a house now, is your soul. I live across the street from an evangelical church. It's pretty sweet. It's one of those churches that's got the 3 signs on the billboard and one of them's completely out of pocket. It's like, love thy neighbor, love Christ, reject modern medicine. Hell yeah, dude. I used to sell drugs. You got any cops? Probably not. Alright. I still sell drugs. Heck yeah, the median age here is like 19, I imagine. I got mushrooms. You guys want? No, okay. I sell magic mushrooms. Normally I like to make people guess what drugs I sell, but I always get fucking pissed off at the answers. Like I was doing this show one time in fucking Lima, Ohio, aka the worst place on earth. I don't know, is there anyone here from Lima? Hell yeah, the whole town's here. One person. I was doing a fucking set there, and I was like, what drugs do you think I sell? And a little old lady was like, you look like you sell the Flintstone gummies. Yeah, so I shot that bitch, dude. That's what's up. Can't question the drug lord, baby. That's what's up. I was born without an asshole. I have one now. Give it up for me, I got one. I shit, you shit, we all shit. There you go. I usually do like a whole spiel about it, but I don't want to do that, so just like take that information on the chin there. Just like accept it. Like you see me, there was no asshole, there was one there now, just fucking accept it, alright? Cool. There's a lot of funny things about it. Like whenever I tell people I was born without an asshole, their first question is always, how big was the drill? And I'm like, it was big as hell, brother. I'm gaped up down there, dude. I got the Grand Canyon. You can fit your fist in there, dude. It's great. When you're born without an asshole, it's man-made. A lot of your muscles are weird down there. So I have to sit when I pee, but it's because when I pee, the same muscle I use to pee also shits. So I'm just saying, if you're in the bathroom next to me and I'm standing up to pee, it either means I'm living on the edge, or you're about to get fucking pranked, dude. I'm gonna shit on you. Alright, that music's pretty sassy. Now let's pivot. My dad is gay. Thank you. Hell yeah, dude. He would fucking love this shit. My dad is gay. Anybody here have a gay dad? Heck yeah, rock on one. Statistically, it's a lot more of you. My dad is blowing all your dads right now. My dad's mouth is as big as my asshole. He can fit all your dad's dicks in there. I'm just saying, dude, if your pappy's not here, my pappy is sucking him dry. How old did you find out your dad was gay?
Like 3 months ago.
Oh shit, how old is your dad?
48.
Dude, oh, give it up for her dad. Give it up for her dad, yeah. Rock on. Did you kind of know? Or was it a surprise? Rock on, dude. My dad came out of the closet at 75 years old. Better late than never, I guess. I don't know. I was pumped for it, but the way he did it was really weird. It was New Year's Eve. He was sipping a little bit too much rosé. Red flag. The Winter Olympics were on, men's figure skating, that's what we were watching. Red flags all around. And he's hammered and he turns to me and he goes, you know, son, I've been telling your mother here that she needs to start sleeping with other men. And I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to do about that? Like I'm not calling up my boys, you know? I'm not just gonna start going to comedy shows and be like, who here wants to fuck my mom? Yeah? She's got tits and hands, everybody, tits and hands. They start saying a bunch of crazy shit to me. He's like, what about you, Jacob? Are you gay? I go, well, Dad, I've kissed 6 men. So no, but I checked, you know? I'm just saying, dude, yeah, look, where are my straight fellas at? Heck yeah, dude, we're at an indie music festival. Fucking kiss another dude already, god damn it. It's nice and warm in there, it feels like home. Then my dad says, he says the craziest thing I've ever heard. He goes, I think I've been gay my whole life. I don't think I've ever been conflicted about it. I'm like, are you sure about that, Dad? What about me, dude? Actually, wait, is that why my hands are like this? Did your jizz get cold feet, dude? Alright, that's real gross. I'm sorry, that's real gross. I am engaged. That's pretty sweet. I'm engaged. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody single here? Yeah, there's hope, dude. There's hope. There you go. If I can get pussy, we all can get pussy, dude. That's what's up. My fiance is a scientist. It's pretty sweet. Whenever she says that around new people, I'm always like, and I'm her experiment that went horribly wrong. She spilled the ooze. All right, you guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you very much. My name's Jake. Have a great night, everybody.
God, excuse me, who are you? Come back here in a little bit. We got Eric Laux.
Excuse me, who are you?
verses I'll get you next time, Power Tron. Power Tron! Special attack! I can still see your body! Don't forget! Survive my name, and I'm not dead! I despise you! Sorry! Show me it's not like what didn't want to say! And you tell me everything! Never saw me! Are you happy now? Are you happy? Yeah! Are you waiting like that? You want with me? Neither do I! Are you waiting like that? Forever dead! Now face what's that look back! I just find out! I'm sorry!
I have been drinking too much on weeknights. Yeah. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Like I drank too much last Thursday and I was hungover at work on Friday. I was like, wow, this feels productive. I'm a day ahead of schedule. One time I got blackout drunk and I wrote a will. Yeah, I remember doing it. I woke up with a hangover and found a will. I can only assume I was like, oh, this alcohol poisoning is about to be rough. Better get my affairs in order. I really like how the generation younger than me, like Gen Z, is more body positive, but they also invented a game called Smash or Pass, where you look at a person and judge them immediately. But it is a fun game. I like that there's only two options. You can look and be like, that person? Yeah, I'd fuck them right here, right now. Or the other option is to politely decline. But actually it is more progressive because like, when I was growing up, we would just rate people's looks on a scale of 1 to 10, which is like way too mean. Be like, oh, like, she's an 8, he's a 5, she's a 7 with daddy issues, which rounds up to a 10. It's way too mean. It's too mean because it's too specific. Like if somebody calls you a 4, they think you're ugly. And if they call you a 4.1, they think you're ugly and they really thought about it. I always like performing on shows where there's like both music and comedy going on. It like really takes me back to when I first started doing comedy. I used to do a lot of called like mixed open mics. And it was always like bands, comics, poets, all in the same show. When I was new, I did a mixed open mic. I had a pretty good set, like I was feeling good about it. And then an old guy with a fiddle went after me. And that guy got a standing ovation. I didn't even know it was possible to do that well. Like if you're that good at the fiddle, what are you even doing at an open mic in Ohio? Go down to Georgia, find the devil, challenge him to a duel. You guys good?
I'm good.
Alright, cool. The first time I ever got paid to do stand-up comedy was supposed to be a mixed art show at a dive bar. And I agreed to do it before they promised me any of the details because they promised me almost enough gas money to make it back home. When I show up, I learned they had booked a couple of comedians, a couple of poets, and one nude body painter. And that day, we all learned that nude art pieces take a while to complete. So to save time, the poets and
next to me being transformed into a more colorful, yet still fully nude woman. It's like the audience that night had a choice in what show they wanted to watch, and it really felt like she was porn and I was PBS. All right, that's my time. My name's Eric Cox. Have a great night.
We got a band over there, Harrison Gordon. After they're done out here, we have the beautiful Brandi Alexander ready for you guys.
I feel so disconnected from everyone I meet. Lecture halls and campus calls, I don't care what to be. Any part you always need can form a genuine connection with anyone I meet. You have dirt into my car, you burn holes into my jeans. Falling many things since I was 17. How much in total? Not social. More time looking at screens. Or closer, nothing that you say. Entirely. Getting younger, most people by the day. Meals with cigarettes, who expect anyway. Not a forward misdirection, makes to fixate on imperfection. All these mistakes that need correction. I need a little more than more. Entirely. You ruptured into my thought. You burn holes into my jeans. Wish we never met. Perfect human being. Fill me up, leave me affection. Myself down, and we can work it out. Walk home barefoot in the rain. Entirely. Thanks. We like to get through a few before we yap. Anyway, I don't even really like talking on stage, so.
Oh, good. No one else likes you talking on stage.
Oh, he got me. Get this guy out of here. I'm head out. Okay, guys, I'm headed out. I'm headed out. It's good seeing y'all.
No, I feel like Jagger.
It's not really about the mental, it's not really about the taste. It takes that sense of company to embrace. Maybe I'm really not smarter. Maybe I'm really not too grown up. And I know my body is a temple. Just that I just don't give up. I need to stop falling in love with girls I've never met. Wasting up feelings with cheap cigarettes. Jacket I own is now covered in smoke. And rising out, go see my. Really about the menthol, it's not really about the taste. It's the toxic sad ash that smolder in the burns right up through my face. Maybe I'm really not smarter. Maybe I really don't know myself. Shit ever gets better, please tell me just what that means. If I have to sit and wait, please I'll have some company. I like having the stays with the things I can go. I need to stop falling in love with girls I've never met. Blazing those ceilings with cheap cigarettes. Jacket iron is now covered in smoke. And wash it out, go see my mom. It's not really about the mental. It's gone. Oh! Jagger got a blood blister last night and now it's gone.
Thank you. How's everybody doing? I'm Brandi Alexander. I'm happy to be here. In Bowling Green. I didn't come from too far. I came from Ann Arbor. Y'all know Ann Arbor? Yeah, it's kind of like here, ain't it? It's a college town like this right here.
I'm supposed to go back to work on Monday. What's today? Saturday. I'm supposed to go back to work to Monday. I ain't going back. I'm a teacher. I'm a high school teacher. And it ain't the kids ain't bad. It ain't that. I went to a staff meeting Wednesday. Now, I've been teaching 17 years, so I usually sleep during the staff meeting because I heard it all before, you know. They say the same thing over and over, but Wednesday, they hit me with something new. Alice training. Anybody heard of Alice training? Alice? Yeah. You heard of it? Yeah. See, I didn't know what Alice was. I said, who was this, a new bitch? Tell them what Alice is. Active shooter training for teachers. That's what they hit me with Wednesday. Soon as I heard active shooter, I knew I wasn't going to go back to work. The only active shooter I want in my life better be single and have some hair on his chest. And proof of vaccination, you know, nowadays. Active shooter training. Then they said we're going to practice it. Like, how you going to practice active shooter training? You would quit too. You wouldn't go back either if they say you're going to. Okay, let me tell you how you practice. That's what I did too. But I did it under the table because I gave him the finger under the table. Active shooter training. It's called Alice. They shoot the real guns outside the classroom. So all the teachers know the difference between gunshots, firecrackers, and hand claps. I did that too. I looked like that and said, hey, Mr. Principal, I guarantee when it all pop off, I know the difference between gunshots and patty cakes. This is ridiculous. This is how the active shooter training go for teachers. They shoot the real guns outside the classroom door. And then the teachers, we are going to use these objects that they give us to go up against the active shooter. They give you books. No, we don't get that. No. They gave us tennis balls. And no, I'm from this tennis ball. This how it go. This how the active shooter training go for teachers. This is why my New Year's resolution is I'm not going back to work on Monday. They shoot the real guns outside the classroom. All the teachers run, get all in a huddle, tuck together. At the same time, we throw the tennis balls at the active shooter. While the shooter's distracted. All the teachers, we run, open up the windows and get all the students out first. I said the same thing. No way. That's not going to happen. To go up against the active shooter. They give us the one you throw it bounces right back to you. Tennis ball. Now y'all see why I ain't going back to work on Monday? Ain't that ridiculous? Tennis ball. I said I'd rather just get this blunt I got on my back pocket, light it, and burn it with it one time. asking, do we want to hit it? Hey, my man, you're looking a little angry. Maybe let's chill your ass out and work on them kids. Thank y'all. Let me get out of here. That's my time. I'm your girl, Brandi Alexander. Thank y'all for listening to me.
Get over there to listen to former critics. After former critics, come back over here. We got our last Michigan comedian of the night.
Thank you.
say I regularly clean my bathroom. What I do is, once a year, I move. Just kind of leaving a breadcrumb trail of moldy bathtubs. It's one of the many Easter eggs I'm leaving for this landlord. I'm leaving fish-shaped holes in the wall. I'm leaving actual hard-boiled Easter eggs in the wall. I'm like, why didn't I get back the security deposit? He's like, there used to be a balcony. What I'd like to do next is tell you guys a story about when I puked in public. You guys want to hear that? Okay, that was about 60% of you. So I'm going to tell 60% of the story. I think that's fair. I was about 10 years old, and it was in Disney World where I puked very publicly. I'd been puking all week at the hotel, but my parents had made reservations at like the Germany World restaurant, and so what they decided to do was to not give me any food or water that day so that I could make it to the restaurant.
which I know sounds like a parenting gray area, but when you've been thinking about Germany for months on end, one day of a starvation camp doesn't sound so bad. So, it sent me to, we were all at the restaurant, and when you're sick, there's no worse place to be than a German restaurant. Like, it's all just like sausage and sauerkraut and stinky cheese, so I was dying, and my brother has a peanut allergy, so the chef came out and made this big show of like, I will cook your meal myself. His name was Chef Paolo. I don't know why they had an Italian guy working the German restaurant. And then he turned to me and he was like, and what will you be having? And I was like, nothing for me. My parents said I can't eat any food today. He was like, okay, have a good day. And he went away. And at this point I decided it was time to puke. So I got up like a gentleman, excused myself and went outside, and I puked all over the entrance to the restaurant where like 100 people were waiting in line. And then I stumbled all the way to Morocco World. But before I did, I turned around and I saw Chef Paolo himself running out with towels to try to clean up his reputation. And this was a hard day for me, but I have to think about it from Chef Paolo's perspective. You know, this husky kid walks into his restaurant, orders nothing, and then pukes all over. I'd be like, did France put out a hit on me? Why is Ratatouille still mad about World War II? So I was at a party, and I puked into a girl's shoe, which was not what I meant to do. It was not some kind of weird mating ritual. I could just feel that I had to puke, and so I got up, I went to the door, I slid open the screen door, and I let loose all onto the glass door that I didn't realize was there. So it went splash, and all the things and stuff went everywhere, and this girl's shoe got caught in the chaos, and I felt so bad. What was I gonna do in this situation? I decided to leave, but before I did, out of my wallet, I took an Amazon gift card, placed it into the clean shoe, and then went off into the night like some kind of perverted tooth fairy. And I thought this story was over, but a couple days later, an Amazon package arrived at my apartment, which is when I remembered that I recently purchased an Amazon package with an Amazon gift card, which means I left this girl a $0 Amazon gift card, like some kind of gaslighting tooth fairy. And I realized I invented a wonderful social scam. I do this all the time now. Nobody's called me out yet, dude. All these birthdays, like, if you look on the card, it says, until the cashier registers it, it has no value. Well, it does to me. I'm giving them out to people. And this is our little secret, okay? You can't tell on me. If you tell on me, I will find your shoe and I will fill it up.
One more time, Andrew Dziobak. Get over there, listen to See-Through Person, then come back over here for your last comedian of the night. That's me. Stop! I'll see you guys in half an hour.
No blankets on.
and I'm forced to say things that I do when I'm terrified and I'm all alone. Oh, please don't let this sound wrong. Hey, I'm in the kitchen, anyone help me? How does it feel like no one's listening? Totally tired, and I think the water's come from the front door. I'm in the kitchen, can anyone help me? How does it feel like no one's listening? Totally tired, and I think the water's come from the front door.
We've had comedy all weekend day, Saturday, that is today, and it has been hosted by the gentleman who is now going to come up and entertain you for the final comedy show of the night. Are you motherfuckers ready? I want you opening up this pit of laughter for Mark Philipp!
Jokes! Thank you, John. How's everybody doing? Are we good? Guys, we made it. Almost. We almost made it. Almost. Yeah, he's here. He's still here. You came here for music, but you've been here all night. Let's fucking go, dude. What's your name? My name's Dylan. Dylan! All right. We're done talking to each other, though. It's okay. Some of you know me, some of you don't. I should introduce myself. Yeah, come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in. What's up? What's up? Come on in. Take a seat. Take a seat. Let's go. Let's go. I said take a seat. Sorry, sir? No, this is me time. It's Mark O'Clock. I tell you what to do, bro. Well, some of you guys know me, some of you don't. I should introduce myself to those that don't. My name is Mark. I used to live at the Summit Shack for a little bit because everything went wrong. Now I'm here, and I'm still too old to be here doing this. So I'm a vegetarian. You can tell I'm a vegetarian because I announced it loudly into a microphone. Let everybody know I cannot go more than 5 minutes without you knowing how I eat. Some people look at me different when they find out I'm a vegetarian. Like they talk to me weird. Like they talk to me the way creepy dudes talk to lesbians, you know? Like, oh, I bet I can change your mind. You just haven't tried the right meat. I'm gonna take you down to KFC where they measure food in buckets. The skin is the best part. Hello, how are you? Fabulous, yes. Is that your man? Yeah, he told me not to tell him what to do, and then I told him what to do, and he listened, so. Kind of a weak man, isn't he? What's that, buddy? Hell yeah. I want to let you know, as a vegetarian, I respect you if you eat meat. Not all of you, but like some of you I respect more than others. Like, I respect hunters a lot. Because that's why I don't eat meat, is why they do what they do. Because, you know, they bring themselves into the process, right? Like, they go out, they find the animal themselves, they kill it themselves, and then they skin it, they rip its guts out, they cook it, they do all that part themselves. And when I think about involving myself in that process, I get sick to my stomach. I can't handle it. And that's why I don't do it. And I apply that everywhere. I will not buy a pair of shoes unless I meet the kid that made it. I won't do it. I will not buy a pair of shoes unless I fist bump a little arthritic hand. And I explain to him, look him in the eye and explain to him why I spent his year's salary on a pair of shoes that I'm gonna replace in 6 months with a pair of Yeezys. This is about as successful as it gets, and I've lost money on this show. I work with public libraries. Yeah, thank you. Libraries are fun to work with, but they have problems. Did you know that sometimes people write books about gay people, and then sometimes parents are mad. They get pissed about that, and they go, what am I supposed to tell my son when he finds a book about a gay man? He's gonna be confused and scared. What can I do? Dude, if your son ends up confused and scared, you should do the right thing and let him know that he's gonna feel that way forever. Every single day. I woke up this morning and I said, I'm 31 years old. I woke up this morning and I said, I don't know how my credit score works. I was confused. I looked it up. I'm fucking scared. And tomorrow it's gonna be something else. It doesn't go away. You have to be confused and scared every day for the rest of your life. And you have to find a way to be okay with it. Because if you're not okay with it, your brain's gonna break and you're gonna start filling in the gaps with shit that doesn't make any sense. Back in ancient Egypt, they used to look into the sky and they saw the sun. They didn't know what it was. They were scared shitless every single day. Until one day, somebody came up to them and said, guys, I figured it out. It's a giant man with a head of a scarab beetle rolling a ball of souls across the sky. And everybody went, oh, thank God. That's terrifying, but can you imagine if we didn't know? You have to be okay with being confused and scared. If you're not, things go very wrong. That's where the overzealous conspiracy brain comes from, in my opinion. Because if you ever listen to those people that are really into conspiracies and you pay attention to them, they always hook you with something that like almost makes a little bit of sense, and then they sucker punch you with the bullshit at the end, right? They always get you like, human trafficking is bad. I agree. Human trafficking is bad because they're harvesting the blood of children to keep the Jews young. You lost me, Bill. You fucking lost me, bro. I met Jews. They ain't like that. They're just little and funny. They're not like scary or anything. Do we have Jews here? This was funnier when there were Jews here. I had a man come up to me and he said, if you read the Torah, there's a piece in the Torah about blood sacrifice, and that's where they get the idea from. And I read it, and he was talking about circumcision. That fucking... Is anybody in here circumcised? Alright, good. Was it your idea? Weird. I have dreams all the time that my foreskin's gonna come back for revenge. Like I'm gonna wake up one day and I'm gonna hear a terrible noise in my closet. And I'm gonna walk over there, I'm gonna rip the door open, and then there is my foreskin! And he's taking a bread knife to all my hoodies. Libraries, I work with public libraries. They got issues. Have you guys heard of Drag Queen Story Hour? Okay, yeah, it's happened like 3 times, but these motherfuckers think it's like an epidemic, right? There's been like 3 Drag Queen Story Hours where nothing happened, but every library that I work with in the Bible Belt has people just marching in the streets about it. I had one of my librarians tell me that somebody walked in there and he went up to the desk and he goes, No! You will not have Drag Queen Story Hour here! I will keep my child safe! And that's crazy to me because like when I think of drag queens, I don't get scared. I don't think of not safe, you know? Like when I was a kid, maybe it's the way that I grew up, because when I was a kid, my favorite show was the Looney Tunes. And my favorite character was Bugs Bunny. And you know what Bugs Bunny did in every single episode? He dressed in drag. And you know what Bugs Bunny did when he dressed in drag? He foiled the evil plots of a white man with a gun. And if you had to pick between drag queens and white men with guns, which one has done a little bit more damage to the children of the United States? Do you guys remember that mass shooting down in Dayton a few years ago? Was that a yes?
Yes. I have friends that were there.
You have friends that were there? Okay. Yeah, the guy that did that, his name was Connor. Rest in peace, boo-boo. I'm kidding. The guy that did that, his name was Connor, and I have a very interesting connection to that Dayton shooting. Because the guy that did that, the girl that he was dating at the time when he did the shooting, I was the first guy she dated next. Which, like, I love a challenge, you know? I was really into it. I was like, let's see how this goes. And it was okay. It was okay, but like the same problems that happen in every relationship happened here. But because of her connection, it was like, do you ever have somebody compare you to their ex? It's weird, it's weird, right? And like, you know, it started out good. She was like, Mark, you're such a better kisser than Connor. And I was like, awesome. Good. She was like, Mark, you're so much nicer than Connor. And I'm like, I fucking hope so. And then one day, all it took was one day, where I had to cancel plans for dinner because I had to work a little bit late. And then I get a phone call on my way home, and she goes, you know, Mark, when Connor made plans, he knew how to stick to them. Okay, all right. On my way over here, I saw one of those like bumper stickers that was like a stick figure family. There was a mom, a dad, 2 kids, a baby, and a dog, but they were all holding guns. Every single one of them. And it was weird because it was like the smaller the person got, the bigger the gun got. So like it started like dad was holding just a little pea shooter, but then by the time you got to the baby was holding an AR-15. And that's pretty funny. You know, I laughed. And I thought that was really great. And then you got to the dog. The dog wasn't holding a gun. They gave the dog a grenade. And that made me sad. Because that game of fetch only lasts for 1 round. Okay, all right. Those of you that don't know me, here's what you gotta know about me and why I'm not okay. So I'm 6 years sober, right? You can clap for that. Yeah, I am better than you. You're right. I'm 6 years sober because I fucked up because I had to get sober because I'm not good at being alive properly, right? But what that means is that every single day for the last 6 years, I had to sit by myself and be with myself. And when you be with yourself, you have to analyze yourself. And when you analyze yourself and you get to the bottom of why you were broken in that way, all that's in there is just a pit of despair.
Testing, 1, 2, check!
Sound great, bro? You have to sit there alone with your thoughts every single night. You have to go down the pit of self and analyze yourself and how you ended up where you were. And what that means when you get sober, it's not as simple as battling your own demons and like the addiction itself, the physical addiction is whatever. That's just the body, that's nothing. You have to spend every single day thinking about everything that you did in the pursuit of your own happiness, your own selfish desires. And as you dig around in there and you spin around in there, all you realize is that you're a bad person. And you are willing to take everybody that you love and everybody that has attempted to love you, and you can shove them down into the pit with you and exploit them for your own selfish gain, right? That's all that there is to you. That's all that there is to you, and that's all that there ever will be, because those are the things that you did, and you can make amends if you want, but it doesn't take away anything that you did. Everything that you did, accountability doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean, accountability just means admitting that you did it. Everybody knows that you did it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And you rappel down that pit of self and you find new ways to hate yourself every single day. And it's when you're in that deep, dark spot when you start thinking, should I keep doing this every day? Or should I just put a fucking bullet in my head? You have to make that decision every single goddamn night. And I have a well-paying job and I can afford a fucking gun. And it's when I'm right there in that moment, that's when my cat walks across the room and curls up in my lap and falls asleep. And what that cat is saying is that it doesn't matter what I've done, it doesn't matter who I am. All that matters is what I am right here, right now, and what I am right here, right now is safe. And I love that cat for that. Now that being said, one time she woke me up by using my morning wood as a scratching post. Sometimes love is complicated.
I won't hurt you, I promise.
Yeah, we're supposed to be here.
leaving before my closer? All right, good. I'm very handsome, but I'm also deaf in one ear. So last night, my girlfriend and I were getting a little bit intimate, and she leaned into my ear and she said, "I want you inside me." And I replied, "What?"
Oh god, dang. Holy Spirit's here, I gotta get out. This one's for me.
many bands that played tonight, and I've been thinking so much about how I want to shout out every single one of them. But just know that if you play tonight, I think you're the best band ever. This is our second time in Bowling Green. It is an honor. It is a joy. You guys are awesome. Cool. Well, if you've heard of us and you know this song, sing along. This song is called A Barr. Woo! Two more, and then we're gonna get out of your hair, and everybody's gonna get home so safe. And on your way out, you're gonna tip the bartenders. So, yeah. Cool. We're gonna kill the vibe real quick, and we're gonna slow it down. This song is called Unfamiliar.